Okay, we're starting. I think I wandered into a new area while I was exploring off screen. Oh my. I forgot that it just becomes a pinball machine. So not that it really matters, but before I started recording I was just making sure that my controller worked, because it doesn't always, and I was testing what my buttons are mapped to and everything, because I always forget. And I found a cobweb back in the first area that I missed, so I collected that, and I also missed a random orange figment. You have missed such important things. Anyway, so yeah, this is still a level. The point at which it is randomly dark and terrifying has passed, and now everything is bright and colorful and happy forever again. Just like Elvis in Blue Hawaii. So, I don't know. I'm noticing there's some assholes here that I don't particularly want to deal with. Now, I would like to get up here because there are things up here, and the game is currently not wanting me to do that. I guess I should probably just do the pinball thing. Did I miss every one of those figments? Because there were a few here. Okay, maybe there was one here. But yeah. So guess what I have to talk about in this segment? Jack shit. That's kind of just how it's been lately. I have very much had a one-track mind lately, and it's a thing that I keep vaguely hinting towards and not really talking about much, and that's still going to be the case here. It's just I've been doing a lot of writing and planning stuff out, and it will eventually be known what that is. I know I've also explained it very briefly at least once, but I'm not going to get into that here because we haven't started it yet. So that aside, I am going... Those are Pac-Man noises. That aside, it's just kind of been the usual shtick. Go to work, eat again, keep eating, gain 50 pounds per day, eventually die. That's it. What is going on over here? Speaking of eating, so that's a good segue if ever there was one. So I was given two possible random subjects to go onto tangents with in the I don't even think it was in the comments of the video, it was just in the Discord. And you know, the Discord, the Nintendo. And one of them was the plight of the lowland toadweasel, which I have nothing to say about because it's not anything. That is a random statement that I've made many times, but it's, I don't know what the fuck it means. It's a quote from Homestar in the first episode of Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, also known as SBCG4AP, also known as Dead Guy Perez, also known as JonTron, also known as Sheik. I don't know why I'm going through and breaking everything. I need to not be doing this. How did I miss the star down here? What the hell? Once I get to the race section of the level, spoilers, there's a race section of the level, I am going to very much have to not give a shit about collecting all the figments, and I'll probably just come back and get them all off screen, because goddamn, there's a lot. Depth perception. But yeah, so one of them was the plight of the lowland toadweasel, and one of them was hot dogs. Okay. Specifically, what toppings go on hot dogs that, what do you think they're best with? And I'm going to use this as an excuse to randomly, for absolutely no reason, talk about hot dogs far too much. So, I will start by saying they are not my favorite thing to eat. Okay, that looked glitchy as hell. I do not have them very often. I find that the every time I've had home-cooked ones, whether it's boil them in a pot or like, I don't know how else you would even prepare them, honestly. I know you can, like, grill them, but I haven't ever done that. They just never turn out that good, and I don't know if it's because... Oh yeah, I forgot you could do... That was a thing. Okay, cool. Was I saying something about hot dogs? I don't know what it was. So let me start all the way over. Hi, my name is SpongeBob, and I am not a dummy. Okay, anyway, I think I want to spin all these wheels here. But yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's just that I'm getting a bad kind, or if there's like a seasoning that I'm supposed to put on them that I don't know. But either way, I don't really eat them that often. Once in a fucking blue moon, if I go to somewhere that serves them and I have a good reason to believe that they won't be shit, I will have one. But that is pretty rare. The exceptions that I can think of to this are... there was a dedicated hot dog place back in Illinois that I would go to sometimes, and they were actually pretty good. They just had a bunch of, like, custom topped ones that you could get, and I don't know, they were just kind of a random hole-in-the-wall mom-and-pop place, and they were decent. The other one is a place called Portillo's, which I think might be an Illinois thing. I don't know if it's in other states. I've not seen one here, at least. Okay, I know I'm supposed to go through there. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything else. And those were always really good, and I can't really place what makes those better than other kinds, but they are. I will also mention that I know there's a brand called, like, Hebrew National, which I guess is all beef because, you know, like, kosher, can't have pork. But they are the... Yeah, I'm not going to talk to all of them. Can I get my favorite dialogue?
Teach me how to dance. Come on, dance, baby.
That's there were like 3 characters in the last room that did that, where they're just like, "Hey, can you teach me how to dance?" And they're like, "Come on, dance!" Like, oh, good lesson.
Hey, wanna dance? You better back off, or my boyfriend James will go nuts. He's so jealous.
I'm done talking to you already.
Why don't you go ask Ilka? She loves to dance.
Meanwhile, anyway, that type of hot dog was the first time I had ever heard the word Hebrew. I think I was like 6. So, that's something. Anyway, dodging the question, what toppings do I like on them? Because I don't. Cheese is good if it's a good type of cheese. I don't like ketchup on hot dogs. I think it's pretty gross. Apparently, like, that is the proper opinion to have from what I've seen. Like, you're not allowed to like ketchup, or otherwise you're, like, a lesser being for it. But I also don't think I've ever actually had anything with mustard on purpose. And anytime that I have something that has it intentionally, it's bad. So I've never wanted to put it on anything. Let me interrupt my hot dog shtick with this. Is this just going to be action times? Okay, I'm liking what's going on here. So Sasha is like, well, there's like a freaking Snidely Whiplash dude going out the window who's like being caught by a claw hand, and I can't tell what the claw hand is coming out of. And then there's just like the bomb, and okay. That is amazing hair. Also, there's like a Dracula-looking fuck to the right. Oh, are they like steal? Yeah, they're like pickpocketing people. Huh. And here's casually blowing up a helicopter that is carrying a cage full of people. This seems like a very over-the-top action movie. No touch. Alright. Oh. I didn't remember if they were ever a thing. Huh. Like, I knew they worked together. I couldn't remember if they ever had, like, a history otherwise, though. So anyway, back to my thrilling hot dog stories. But yeah, the only thing I've ever intentionally like had mustard in is also the only thing I've ever intentionally had mayonnaise in, which is just when I was a kid, my mom would make egg salad sandwiches, and I liked them. And that is probably also an unpopular opinion to have, but I've not had one in probably like 10 years, so I guess if you think I'm awful for that, then you can at least take solace in the fact that somewhere out there, in this crazy mixed-up universe of ours, there's still a little place.
You are also protected from all sorts of icky things. But some things, like those spikes, those are always bad news, whether you are levitating or not. So watch out.
So I know what this is about to be showing here. Let me showcase this. So we are protected against the elements, except when we're not.
That shouldn't be happening. Darling, do you have some problems with water? Do you want to talk about it?
It's a long story. Maybe later.
Okay, I'm always here for you, darling.
Oh, that's a lot of stars.
Say that it's very normal for boys your age.
Oh, I see. Anyway, what other things do people put on hot dogs? Because, I don't actually know what the fuck relish is. I've never had it. I don't think I ever want to have it. It looks kind of nasty. I don't usually like uncooked onions. And, I don't like chili. Which I know is also an unpopular opinion. I'm just getting all sorts of, bad food-related opinions out of the way today. Because, clearly I haven't done that enough in my, Tomb Raider stream where people are like, oh my god, how can you not like the Toblerone? I'm like, I did. But anyway. I don't know, I never liked chili. I couldn't really tell you why. It's just bad. That's all I have to say on that matter. Maybe one day I will have a type of chili that is not bad. It is just not a thing that I enjoy. Alright, so let me, I'm assuming this is like the end of an area, so I'm actually curious what my totals here are. Oh, yeah, I do have all the figments, cool. That is not going to be the case in the next area, I can tell you that for sure. Beat stupid Bobby Zilch in the levitation race. Yeah, I'll try. Okay, so this place has 97 figments, and I guess probably one of the pieces of baggage, and that's it. I am going to place my bets now. I will get maybe 30 of those. It sounds like a Pikmin 2 thing. I think I've made that observation before. Anyway, I am, you actually do have to do this race, so I am not going to focus too much on collecting them. If they happen to be in the way, then so be it. Saying that I would get 30 might actually be a pretty generous estimate. It's probably going to be more like 12. Also, can I just say, those little portraits in the, like, map on the left, the girl all the way on the right is fucking terrifying looking and reminds me of Scratch from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why she reminds me of that. I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now see, there was me making the mistake of going after Figment. I needed to not do that. Because now, stupid Bobby Zilch is going to beat me. As opposed to the smart Bobby Zilch, who is the main character of Chanticleer Hegemony for the FM car Marty. So I'm thinking I've still probably lost this race here. It's funny how coming to a fucking like dead standstill in the middle of a race might actually hurt your chances of winning said race. The worst thing is if I lose, I have to restart the entire game, and I also have to restart the last 3 games I've played before this. So that's a pretty fucking steep cost of failure there. Where the hell is he anyway? Well, there's a wall. Yes, thank you. Thank you, wall. There was a slight chance I might have been able to catch up, but no, not anymore. Where the hell even is he? I see him over there. I've somehow managed to not fall that far behind him, but yeah, it's over. So, we're doing that again.
Oh, darling.
You lose!
You looked good, but sometimes speed is important. Why don't you try the race again? Okay, it's time.
So what do you get for winning the race anyway? Why is it so dark? The fuck? Oh, okay. That was weird looking. Also, I don't know what it is about, like, the combination of these visuals and her voice, and just pretty much the aesthetic of this whole area. It's giving me, like, vibes of a game that I've never played. I want to say, like, Jet Set Radio, but I've probably never even seen any footage of that game. I think, like, I don't even know what that game is. The name sounds familiar. And I think it's, like, cel-shaded and kind of psychedelic. Maybe. I could also be thinking of something else. This area has a very, like, arcade feel to it, though. I mean, there are kind of, like, arcade game noises playing in the background, too. But, I always like those... The games that you see at, like, cheesy Johnson Bennigan's and that type of shit. That's, dude, Bobby, please. Bobby! Whoa, Bobby. I always like the ones that are ridiculously fucking over the top and noisy for no reason. And, oh, fucking Christ. Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped there. The old Flash game, Dolphin Dash, has a very similar aesthetic to that, where it, like, is just overly bright and loud and kind of amazing. I feel like I actually lost worse that time than I did the first time, which is impressive, because I thought I did better. What's my Figment count like, anyway? 42. I'm going to make zero effort to go after any this time. Unless they are literally right in my way. I will not turn even slightly to go after them. I also don't know if going through these tunnels is the best way to keep up speed. Also, I like that leg there. But yeah, it's like, this place is obviously kind of like a 60s dance party type of thing, but it's also mixed in with the old, like, arcade style, and it's, I don't know, it's a cool place. I would live here, except I wouldn't, because it's a fucking racetrack, so, yeah. Also, I don't know why, but I randomly was just reminded of the casino level in Ukulele, which apparently people hated. People just hated the game in general, which I still don't really get. It seemed fine to me. Yet I have to admit I haven't really felt the need to go back and replay that one, so fair enough. Okay, let's, yeah, not fuck this up. Man, I am not that far ahead of Bobby. This race is surprisingly tighter than I would have thought. Okay. So, there was a tunnel I kind of want to go back and check out. Haven't we been at the party this whole time? Oh.
Okay, if you want to get up to where the action is, you're going to have to do a lot of floating in this room, baby. Good thing you're so light on your feet.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Okay, so we're not going to check out that tunnel. Like I said, at some point I'll go back there and clean that place out, but that day is not today. Today isn't even that day. Yes, I know that was redundant. I was trying to make it stupid, and I succeeded, I think. Yeah, I think in terms of, like, there's sections of the game that are worse for finding figments because it's, like, a ridiculously huge area to comb through, but in those you can, like, check the chart and be like... Here, let me... How do I can be like, oh, I need the orange butterfly in this slot, and then you look up the guide and it'll say where it is. The racetrack, you can't really do that. I mean, you can, but the directions are going to be very vague because, like, it's a kind of featureless racetrack for most of it, so you really just kind of have to go through the thing like fucking 50 times and eventually find them all. Yeah. Look at me, actually remembering what buttons do. My moo-maw would be proud. Not to be confused with my poo-paw. Who used to, he used to have a great secret recipe for the checked. Oh my god, there's figments everywhere. So I think I finished complaining about hot dogs. I will make my obligatory reference to, the Digby review of the Toxic Hat video where Maxo is pretending to be disgusted by hot dogs. And if you don't know what that is, then, oh well, too bad. You don't get to find out. Okay. So, what are we doing? I mean, we're floating, but besides that. Besides that. Not B-sides.
Than usual.
What might give me a little more oomph than usual? I didn't hear that. I was too busy talking about Digby and Maxo and Nigby. 3/4 cup. 2 out of 5 difficulty stars. Oh god, there's just shit floating in the middle. Oh no, why would they do this? That's bad. I missed out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, they're everywhere. Oh. Oh no. Oh, okay, I'm done.
If you float in some areas, you might get a little more.
Just if you float in some areas. Okay, very specific. So what, like the places that are indicating that I should? Or the places that contain? Not to be confused with contain. We'll just keep talking and nobody explodes. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while looking for this stuff. Okay, I gotta stop making fucking cage noises. And yes, that is what I'm trying to do, in case you couldn't tell. Which you probably couldn't, because it was very generic. Okay, does this create, like, a shortcut? Yeah, I should have probably done this from the beginning. Oh, never mind, it,
Now you're going to have to use your side float again to get those rings spinning.
well, too damn bad. I will leave, and I will find... God damn it, why do I even say things? The moment I start talking is the moment that comedy has died. But only in, like, West Virginia, though. Everywhere else it's okay. Sudden reminder of the person that I used to be friends with who didn't realize West Virginia was a state. Like, oh my god, how could you not know that? I don't know why Virginia is so special that it has to have a second half to the west, though. Alright, well, we got all those. Side blast upgrade at rank 40. Man, I'm getting levels all over the place. The primal memories we determined are just, like, concept art and stuff, right? I might look at that. Oh, God. This goes up quite a bit, doesn't it? And aggressive capacity increased. aggressive capacity. Is that what we're calling that? Nobody involved. Nobody involved. That's the whole song. Did not even realize there was a barrier covering that, to be honest. 39, oh god, okay. I'm not going to stress out too much if I don't get everything here, because I have to come back for the racetrack anyway. I'm just trying to make sure it looks relatively clean. I think it is. Could you say that she puts on airs? And more of the same. So let's see. Aside from the plight of the lowland toad weasel, hot dogs, my discovery of the word Hebrew, and Lester Oak's construction worker, what else is going on? Well, Coach Z's hair is pretty funny looking.
Oh, hey, what are you doing? I was in the middle of something serious there.
You sure? I mean, I guess you're doing some good vibrations, not gyrations. That's the word, not fucking vibrations. What the hell am I talking about? Leg. Oh no, that was a shoe with a price tag. My bad. So, random question. I always like it when I ask random questions because they'll always, like, actually lead to me getting comments, and it's usually ones that I don't give a shit about. So I don't know why I ask them. But, who watching this actually gives a shit about shoes? I'm kind of slightly curious, because I've always just kind of found them boring. Like, I've known people who would say, like, shoes are the first thing I look at, like, when I meet someone to, like, see what their sense of fashion is. Like, you can really tell what they're all about by their shoes. I'm like, okay. I guess. Not really, though. I've always just gone for pretty plain ones, so I guess if that is the case, then that indicates that I do not have a sense of fashion and don't give a shit.
Who's that I see? It's Rasputin.
Her hair on the left is just a mitten.
In the flesh. And just in time. The party was dying without you, darling. Here, I have a little party favor for you.
Oh yes, party favor. I don't know. It's like, growing up, I always just wanted shoes that were, like, usually a mix of black and white, and not, like, with any kind of aggressive pattern to them. I don't think I've ever gotten any that had... Oh, are we just booted out of the level? That's it? Okay. I guess we'll not get the rest of the figments then. Never mind.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
Thank you, Agent Vodello. Now it's back to the lab to save Dogen.
Dogen's not in the lab, sweetie. He's watching TV in the lodge with the other children.
I meant the dream Dogen from my brain tumbler vision. If I can find out what's happening to him, maybe that would give me a clue about who stole real Dogen's brain.
Oh, I'm afraid he's just like that.
I feel like we should probably be a little bit more, like, persistent with letting the authorities know, like, hey, there's some shit going on, because they do have the capabilities to put a stop to this. How do I get in the boat? Ah, yes. I forgot. I can hold it, but I could just spam it instead. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. How do I get out of the boat? Am I stuck in the boat forever? I think I might be stuck in the boat forever. No, okay. I was, in fact...
No offense, but you guys smell like garbage.
I think I was saying a sentence. Let's just pretend that I finished the sentence. Okay, so I guess we're going back into the brain tumbler. Yeah, because there's the, there's, like, pieces of meat that you can hit, and they'll, like, emit gas that you can float from or something. It's weird. Don't worry about it. Oh no. I would like to try and clear this area out of stuff though, because I know that getting levitation really kind of opens up most of the stuff, because it makes platforming a hell of a lot easier, and there's still occasional stuff here and there where you need other abilities, but not that often. Can we... Yeah, like... These are just completely trivialized now. I don't know how I was meant to get up here without it. If I was... Oh no. Oh no, Mario! Well, I just got like frickin' 5 cards in 2 seconds there. That was good. Can we make annoying noises? Oh no! Okay, this is actually bad.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads there.
He says casually while being dragged to his doom. Alright, meanwhile... Okay, no, I'm sorry. I had to do it. What are the stats of this area? There's a card, a scavenger hunt item, and a challenge marker. I will look for them briefly. I'm not gonna scour the area for ages looking for them. I do obviously want to get everything eventually, but I don't know if I super care right now. I also forgot about that ability. Okay, cool. I will have to actually remember to use that. Oh, I hear N64 Crow. Is there more arrowheads around here? What does the crow feather do? I think I remember what the crow feather does, and it's not anything I have to worry about for a while. Is there a cave in this region? I don't even know how many arrowheads I'm gonna need at this point of the game. I feel like I've probably bought most of the important stuff. I should probably check the lodge again. Yeah. Okay. So, what else? This area is not all that big.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrow. Admiral Cruller?
New deep arrow.
That canoe. Are you in love with it?
What? No, I'm just checking it for psychic residue. Some kind of fish tearing holes in our canoes. I'm trying to pick up its scent. Ah, don't worry now, baby. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you again. I promise.
Ooh, blackluster soldier. No one will ever know of our forbidden love. We'll pretend that that was a voice. Bobby... Ooh, can I use subterfuge? No. No, I can't. Okay, what's your deal again?
Hey, Bobby. Wasn't that great when I beat you in that levitation race?
That was a good face.
Hey, Bobby. Someone's stealing kids' brains.
Well, in that case, you've got nothing to worry about.
That was a very clever comeback there.
Because you got no brains.
Good. Okay, yeah, I don't remember what I need to do to get rid of this asshole. He's just kind of taking up residence here.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
No brains.
Well, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. That was just arrowheads, right? Yeah. I'm sure I'll be back. So, I don't know if I want to start a brand new area, though. We could just continue wandering around while I talk about such engaging topics as, like, the veracity of suntan lotion. Now I'm curious what the hell that would even be about. Is veracity even a word? Now I'm curious. What the fuck is veracity? Hold on. A term to define the ravenous spirit of consumption. Okay, so that's ravenous, basically. The ravenousness. How much of a raven, or ravenous, rather. Wow, I can't pronounce things today. I am good at existing and at leaving. Immediately ends video, even though it's only 35 minutes in. Maybe I should go check on Dogen. Let me just see if there's any obvious collectibles in the area. There's apparently 8 fucking cards here. And a scavenger hunt thing. I know I've burnt down these haystacks before, so I'm not going to do it again. Oh. Was that just a you fell into a hole and died warp? I think that's what that was. Where the hell are all the kids? Are they all watching TV? Are they 9 years old? Are they watching TV? How the hell did I just miss this card sitting here? Okay, then. Dude. Oh my god. I'm getting some weird frickin' like physics going on here. And a lot of hiccups. And a lot of burping. And a lot of sandwich sand. Okay, if I was 7 cards, where would I be? I'm surprised I haven't seen any yet. Is there anything up there? No, that's just kind of a big brain. The big brain am winning again. So how is everyone's Victoria Day?
So this is it.
Oh god, why are we here?
I'm so happy, Clem.
Me too, Crystal.
It's going to be great, isn't it?
Your face looks like a hamburger.
We're going to be so powerful, aren't we?
More powerful than you can imagine.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
that's some texture problem. What are we doing here?
Oh, hey, Raz!
Didn't see you there.
We're just looking at the sunset.
Shh. Just wait until he leaves.
Okay.
On sale now in the main store, we have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me? Dream Fluffs.
Dream Fluffs!
Keep a pocket full of these for a quick boost of mental health.
Yeah, let's just kind of make progress, I guess. I've been dicking around long enough. Immediately goes into cabin to not make progress. See if there's anything I need here.
Hey, anything take it? Now with that, now here's something every
I'll get this, I guess, if I can afford it. I can just barely afford it. Sure.
I'll take it.
Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves.
Okay.
What else can I do you for?
So,
Now,
these I just kind of have to pick up periodically. This is just extra lives, I think. I don't really care about these. And
with that,
this is just for visual stuff, so yeah.
go get more airheads and come on back.
I could go back and turn in my cards for levels, but I don't really think I have any need to do that at the moment. Let me see what my totals even are. How do I check again? I guess we just won't find out. Okay, never mind. So, let's, where the fuck is the warp stump? Decidedly not over there. I gotta say, this has so far not been one of my greatest videos of all time. So let's change that by discussing something extremely controversial. Let's see, what does everybody think about Mexicans? No, I don't know.
Where would...
Agent.
I think this is where I have to go to do this. What do you have to say in your defense?
Okay. I must put up the Levitator.
Oh!
Ready to roll.
I've been running some tests. It seems that the sensitive...
You want to run some tests on my brain damage there?
Too much psychic interference to be safe. The thoughts of some other entity are interlacing with yours at a dangerous level, which explains many of the strange things you've seen. I must call off the experiments until we know more.
Sasha, there's no time. I think my vision about Dogen came true. I'm worried it's gonna happen to the others if we don't get to the bottom of this quick.
But we don't know where the foreign projections are coming from yet.
Yeah, we
Is
do.
there a faster way to find out than sending me in there to investigate?
I kind of like how Sasha is, like, a good blend of trying to be responsible and also not giving a shit. So, I think we have to go through the beginning of this area again. That's fine. Or, no, I guess I remembered. Okay. Asshole. Why would you do such a thing to me? In my house. It's just a bathtub. Oblong. Down in the valley where a chemical spill came from the people living up on the hill. There's a family by the landfill with hazardous foam in their happy glowing home. Alright. That was a thing. Ah yes, the spiral tree tower thing. There were probably more, like, meat gas deposits that I needed to mess around with earlier, but let's just kind of move on. Progress the main story here. Oh god, that's a voice.
Why are you screaming? All right, I remember.
Good.
Oh, good boy. There's that pesky brain. Here's a tissue.
Except didn't we already see his brain get removed?
Better, my dear lad.
I guess this is just a vision of it, that's right.
Of course, right here. And this bad tooth, we'll just drop it in the old garbage chute. Now don't chew solid foods for 6 hours.
Lily!
Yes. Did you just... Okay. Are you just inside now and you're not sure how? Is that what happened? Okay, I'm done. But do I actually want to open the hatch? I guess I do. Oh god, I think I remember this. Unless that's not actually this part yet. Colonel, how am I supposed to defeat a tank? That's how that works. What the fuck? Okay, so basically... No, actually, I don't know what the fuck that was. Alright, can I actually damage this thing with laser fire? Oh god. Well, I can take a lot of damage. I'm trying to remember what you have to do to beat this thing. Invisibility might help. Can I just go over and smack it? Okay. Go over, smack it, and then shoot it when it exposes the green part, maybe? Or does it just kind of expose the green part on its own? I can't really tell. Oh god, this is bad. Nope. Oh. Shit, I keep forgetting what my shoot button is. I have it bound to L, and it's not the button I think to use. Just might actually want to switch the levitate and the shoot buttons, but that's fine. Actually, no, I don't have it bound to L. What am I saying? Oh god.
Grenade. So, who am I?
Can I do? Wow, that's doing very little damage. Oh, wow, okay. So I'm thinking that might not be the attack that I want to use. Is there something that I need to be throwing at it? But yeah, so let's review what the fuck happened here, why we're fighting a tank now. So inside Raz's mind, which is also being, like, mixed with someone else's mind, we found some kind of weird-ass dentist removing Dogen's brain, but only in the dream world, because that also already happened in, like, the real world. And yeah, this is... okay, no, I guess you just want to do that. And so he stole the brain and put it in a chute that, like, went down into a room made of blueprints that also had another set of blueprints different from the blueprints that the room was made of. And it went into the blueprints in the other set and powered a drawing of a tank, which now became real. Is that pretty much the long and short of it? I think that pretty much covers it, as long as we're all on the same page. Now, as for why... okay, I can't actually tell what causes this thing to... there we go. I guess you just wait for it, yeah. But yeah, as for why Dogen's brain is attacking me in this tank, I couldn't say. Because as we've learned from the SpongeBob episode where Plankton takes his brain to, like, power the robot, the brain still should be acting the way that it would outside of the body. Obviously, everything should be following the SpongeBob rules, but to be fair, that did actually make sense. Oh, good, and I'm dead. Oh, it's doing a thing. It's, like, doing an attack from one of the, like, training bots from Skyward Sword. What am I meant to be doing? Ugh, this is not great. Okay, can I just... ugh, fucking Christ. Again, I don't know if I should just go over and whack it, or if there's more to it than that. No, I just go over and whack it, I guess. Okay. Good boss. I say after being hit by it like 30 times already. But shut up. I was gonna say, should I be using invisibility here, but it doesn't seem like I really need to be. I don't know if there's another phase after this. I remember fucking nothing of this fight. I vaguely remembered that it existed, and that was about it.
Is this a nightmare? Or a plan? Or both? Wait a minute.
Are you piecing stuff together? Because I'm fucking not.
Abort the experiment. Something unbelievably urgent has come up and I must leave immediately.
I know! You'll never believe...
Hold that thought. In a rush. Official Psychonauts business.
Wait! So is this! Official Psychonaut, eh? You forgot your...
Oh, we got a door. Oh god, I forgot he did that.
No, it's from Oleander's mind. I think I was in the coach's dream that whole time.
Is this our first time seeing him coming out of Raz's ear?
Funny. I knew I was...
Because I feel like it should have been built up more than this.
And who's stealing psychic brains to arm a fleet of deadly tanks, apparently.
I've got to tell Lily. She's waiting for me down by the boathouse.
Down by the water? Uh-oh. Better hurry.
Better not go off and collect random bullshit in a completely unrelated area. I guess what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so remember, like... yeah, remember the bacon? Like, I can use the bacon to... Yeah, like, to summon him. But I've never done that, so...
Nothing more to report.
That was weird. I'm glad that I remembered that he could do that, because otherwise I would have been very fucking confused. Let's just wander around this area for no reason. I see no reason why we can't do that, other than the fact that I don't need to. There's apparently 4 scavenger hunt items here. Also, the game is just nighttime now. I'm not sure if I should consider this a good or a bad thing, because it might make the items stand out more against the dark background, but it also might just kind of be harder to see, so... I don't know, so far I seem to be doing pretty well for myself. Immediately fucking misses the thing. Oh, right. Did not realize the acorn was golden. I thought it was just a random acorn and was the only one in the known world. So yeah, if you'll remember in the other episodes, like the other videos of this, like Raz would always say that he only has a day to become a Psychonaut because like his parents are going to pick him up or whatever. That is the case. This game does take place over the course of one day. And what a day it is, because we're not even halfway through this. There's a bunch of weird shit that happens later. Something about, I don't know, like milk and explosives and bullfighting and really fucking bad theater performances and Napoleon, you know, the usual stuff. Also, Terra Strong. Alright, so it might look like I'm bouncing around pointlessly, but that's only because I am. It's because I keep getting distracted by arrowheads when I really should be trying to go after the things that actually matter.
Not to pet or feed the animals at Whispering Rock. The Titanium in the food chain has caused numerous psychic mutations, and the animals you encounter, especially at night, might be more dangerous than the kind you have back home.
You know, like all those friendly bears that you might encounter. Okay, did I get everything here yet? No, but do I really want to keep looking? Yes. Well, no, there was one thing that I need a new ability for. I don't even remember what ability. Oh god, there's a cat. What is this? Is there a fucking mountain lion? Insert Birdemic joke here. You probably don't want to mess with that thing. Oh, I'm getting attacked again. Yeah. Again, it's like, I can spend time looking for stuff, and I'm already doing it, but I like kind of just going through an area, collecting a couple random objects and leaving. I don't know. I'm usually much more organized in collectathons like this. I'll want to, like, actually get everything in an area before I leave, but in this one I apparently am just kind of ADD about it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's immediately obvious. Because, yeah, there's a challenge marker and one scavenger hunt thing that I don't know about. Because I know one of them, I just can't get it. And, there it be, I guess. Can I do anything about that? Oh my god, please. These controls. I don't know why I'm so bad at these controls. Oh, that did work. Go see Ranger Ford, huh? Which one is Ranger Ford?
We have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me? Dream Fluffs. They're good for you. Keep a bottle
There's a lot of Fords. I don't know which one Ranger Ford is. I think he just gives you levels. Pretty much everything in this game, the reward is just, hey, here's some levels. I'm surprised I haven't found the challenge marker yet. But, oh well, it's not going anymore. We'll be back for it. At this point, I kind of just want to see if I can reclaim that thing and then possibly be done. I'm still not sure how I feel about this LP. Oh god, please, why? I like this game. I'm just finding more and more that I don't know what the fuck to talk about during it, and that might just be more due to, like, me not doing anything interesting ever. So, I'm usually quite okay with the idea of people recommending random tangents to go on, and something that gives me more to work with than hot dogs, preferably. I don't remember where Ranger Ford is. He's not the one at the shop. How many map areas even are there? It's like, meet Lily at the beach. Maybe over there by the campsite. I'll check that out, and then if he's not there, then I'll just say fuck it, and we'll find out next time. Assuming this is towards the campsite. This is a parking lot. I don't think that's what I needed. This map does not really... No, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the map. I just always have a hard time following it for some reason. Alright. I mean, there's bears. I think every other time I've played this game, which is to say the one other time I've played this game, so I don't know why I worded it that way, I always collected basically everything possible before it became night. And I'm thinking that might have been the right call to make, because having to deal with these, like, dangerous animals everywhere is a little obnoxious. I don't know why I did that. I felt like it might do something. Yeah, I don't know where he is, so. What the fuck? How are this isn't even that big of an area. Or no, apparently it is. I thought it was like just that little fire pit section. Is this the cave I've been in already? Yes, yes, it most certainly is. Okay, let's not. Forward, I don't know where you are. You're in like 15 different places. I'm not sure which of your various incarnations I'm looking for. It's probably not the one at the boathouse, otherwise I would have checked that one. Yeah, okay. Let's just call this one a wrap. So I might do... are we dead? We're surprisingly not dead. Might do a little bit of exploring off screen, but this is fine. Next time, possibly more progress, and possibly more wandering, and possibly not talking about hot dogs.